and Coach is not one of his small fellas. He's 260, and he's a 12th grader, and at 6'5", he is not by any means small.
Nixon back to kick, gets it away. Left-footed kicker, sort of a low liner, is going to be grabbed at about the 30-yard line, or the 25-yard line, brings it back out to the 30 before they finally rack him up. Brian Dorsey was there to bring him down.
Brian, the receiver was Byron Lewis, who took that punt, Rudy. So Douglas Byrd goes on the offense for the first time tonight.
Okay, we'll see what Douglas Byrd looks like here on offense for the first time. And I'm sure Coach Paroli's got a few surprises for us, Jack.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Joe Horn, 6 foot, 182-pound senior at quarterback, gives to Joey Del Piso, and he brings it out to about the 34-yard line before he's finally racked up by Saaki.
Rudy will take a look at the Douglas Byrd offensive lineup. Tim Johnson's at tight end with Jimmy Ivey at tackle, Aaron Carter at guard. Mitch Devers at center with Daniel Lemons at right guard, Jeff Byrd at right tackle, and Kevin Peoples is a wide receiver.
Okay, flanker Doug Talk to the right side. Little flip out is incomplete.
It's a fumble.
And the fumble? Yes, it is. So Douglas Byrd fumbles away their opportunity to keep a drive going. And Jack, did you get the man who recovered for?
I didn't catch it, Rudy.
I didn't either. Boy, it was a wild scramble of bodies out there, and I didn't pick it up either.
One of the defensive backs got it. It was a pitch out on the option, and there was plenty of running room. He got hit and coughed it up.
Good field position for the New Hanover Wildcats. Official timeout. Brian Hicks was a guy who recovered for the Wildcats. But great field position, Jack, at the 41-yard line of Douglas Byrd. So now this big red machine's got to dig in and hold them.
They do. They've coughed it up, and but this is going to happen in the early part of the season, especially with young teams, Rudy. It's just one of those things that coaches have to live with.
Flanker Ernest Faison to the far side. Quarterback is Dorman. Looking now, deciding to run with it, cuts back to the middle of the field and gets it across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line before they racked him up.
Rudy will try to pick up the defensive lineup maybe when we get a chance here for the Douglas Byrd Eagles.
Evans made the stop, Jack, for the Eagles. So we'll be looking at third or second and about a long 8 yards for the first down. On the long count, gives it to the up man, coming through, Tony Nelson.
Looks like,
check that, it was Kirby Ballard who just came in the ball game.
Yeah,
replacing Powers.
He'll make some changes. Looks like Coach Miller's maybe running in some of his flankers with plays too, Rudy.
Gary Evans made the stop for the Eagles. Pickup of about 5 yards on the play. It'll be third and about 3 for the first down. Gorman takes, fakes, keeps it, and fumbles the football, but picked up by the trailing back on the option. And Jack, that was a lucky bounce.
Yeah, it certainly was. And I think, I don't know whether he got the first down or there's a flag on the play, Rudy, so I'm not sure exactly what we've got going. We'll take a look here. Officials are conferring over there. While we're at it, we'll take the opportunity to introduce this officials crew. Pete Peastrack is the referee. Jack Barron is the umpire. Head linesman is David Page. Wiley Barrett's the field judge. Back judge is Jack Hussey. Looks like that the penalties against the Wildcats, Rudy.
A biggie.
A biggie.
Harden, Keith Harden was the guy covering on the play for Douglas Byrd on the fumble.
I believe Heath Harden's one of the co-captains, is he not? And
Heath Harden, yes.
He was one of the featured people on the Fayetteville Observer's picture yesterday in the paper as football gets underway here in Cumberland County. They usually have a picture each year of one fellow from each of the 8 county schools, and Heath Harden was Douglas Byrd's representative. So he's a linebacker and I think a co-captain, and obviously is a team leader.
I'll tell you what, Jack, Earl Vaughn and the crew down at Fayetteville Observer And the times, they do a great job.
They do.
Just a super job.
We used a lot of aerial statistics last year as we particularly got into the middle of the season, and he keeps up with almost every statistic that is known in football. It's really helped us, and I try to pick it up each week for us, and that's a big help, particularly as statistics mount, you know.
Absolutely.
Looks like we've got a timeout, Rudy.
Well, hey, they moved the football back and then moved it back up. They still got fourth and about 4 for the first down, so I don't know what happened on the last play. Did it? Yeah. But we got a timeout here as you're going to see quite a few of these tonight with the heats on, huh? Okay, we'll break away for this word down the way.
The world's greatest furniture buys are waiting for you at Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. A complete 5-piece bedroom suite, a 7-piece country living room group, complete with lamps and tables, and a 5-piece dinette set. All 3 rooms just $13.95. And that includes your choice of a bonus gift valued at $250. Or choose this beautiful bedroom, this contemporary living room, and this pecan finished dinette, and choose a bonus gift. Come to Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. Choose a great deal on 3 rooms. Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. Spring Lake.
For a clean break, come shoot pool at Players Billiards on Rayford Road. Chalk and rack them up on our 12 regulation-size pool tables. Players Billiards is a private club with weekly pool tournaments. Ladies on Monday, men on Sunday. There's video games, foosball, and a big screen TV. Enjoy your favorite food from our grill and cold beverages with friends 7 days a week. And Players Billiards has a great selection of pool cues for sale. Get a clean break at Players Billiards on Rayford Road in the Zare Shopping Center.
While we were away there, Rudy, the New Hanover Wildcats went for the first down on 4th down, and a host of Eagles caught.
Scruggs made the big play.
And David Dorman got caught way back, so Byrd takes over. And we'll see now if the Douglas Byrd offense can get generated here. Get itself wound up, shall we say?
Right. Joe Horn, the quarterback, rolls, gives to Del Pizzo, and Pizzo straight ahead picks up good yardage out to about the 50-yard line. Smith and Salt made the stop for the New Hanover Wildcats. Good yardage.
Del Pizzo's a tough runner. He's about 217. Yeah.
Puts that head down, gets those pins turning. Again, gives to Del Pizzo. He's got the first down and more as he gets it into Wildcat territory across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line before they finally bring him down. Siaki made the stop.
Joey is one of his senior leaders. And talking with Coach Crowley this week, he's really high on Del Pizzo, and
he's sort of a veteran coming back.
He is. He'll probably play a little bit of linebacker too, and he's a tough runner. Bob's going a little bit more with his fullback there this year than he had in the past.
Flip is to the deep man, Billy Henderson. Henderson picks up a little yardage, but talking about Del Pizzo, he's 5'11", 217 pounds, right. Jack. That's like a medium tank.
Yeah. We've got a flag on the play, and looks like there's an illegal motion penalty against the Eagles, and I suspect New Hanover will take that penalty, Rudy. And
Faison was the guy offsides for New Hanover,
and we'll
for Douglas Byrd.
We've got a 1st and 15 situation here now. Yeah, I'd like to have Del Pizzo at any position in the line or back.
Boy, you better believe it. Flanker wide right. Give again is to Del Pizzo, and boy, he rambles for more good yardage down across the 40 to about the Wildcat 39-yard line before they finally bring him down.
You know, that's good ball handling on the part of Joe Horn. He had the cameraman fooled that time, and Del Pizzo picked up a good 8 yards.
Bernard Siaki was the guy who brought him down, but Del Pizzo, we can look for some great things out of him this year, I think, Jack.
Absolutely.
And also Joe Horn. Pitch is back to Sanders. Sanders trying to pick up yardage, does very close to the first down. He'll probably have to measure it inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Siaki again makes a stop.
I tell you, there are two brothers, and they will be playing linebacker on occasions together. And I think probably both of them start.
Jack about a yard short to the first down, so it'll be 3rd and about 1 as New Hanover asks for timeout as the Eagles are on the fly. They're moving that ball well down the field behind Del Pizzo, and Sanders doing most of the running behind Horn.
Rudy, we see on the screen the Douglas Byrd cheerleaders who are coached by Jackie Warner, and Jackie year in and year out has a super cheerleading team. They are a great bunch of girls. They're well schooled. They are a good team, and they show that type of enthusiasm that is necessary to keep your athletic program, particularly the football team, pumped up and the fans in the ball game. So nice to see cheerleaders back and get wound back up again.
Always nice to see our pretty cheerleaders.
Yes.
And you're right, they're workhorses just like this football team.
They really are. They start early and do a good job of supporting the team.
Well, Jack, this early in the season, the heat like this, the coaches have to have them in good shape.
They really do. They really do.
Okay, we're all set to go. 3rd and about 1. Horn, the keeper, picks up the first down and more as he drives it down to about the 30-yard line. May have stopped him just this side of the 30-yard line. Good call.
Good call. It's what you call a safe call, Rudy, in the sense that you don't have to worry about the handoff.
Absolutely. Bernard Siaki was the guy who made the stop for New Hanover, but not before Joe Horn picked up the first down. Gave it to Del Pizzo, hit immediately, and I think they read that one well.
Well, I think as you see an offense go, Coach Proley is going to run what he can run till he stops it.
I'm a believer in that, aren't you?
Absolutely. And then he'll go to another phase of the offense, and based off Del Pizzo, he'll go to his tailback. He's a good option team, too.
Lost about a half yard. Pitches back to Sanders, trying to get outside. Has a little running room. They finally bring him down at about the 26-yard line. Sonny Sackey made the stop that time, but Gerald Sanders, the Eagle Junior tailback, rambling, trying to get that first down, picks up about 6 yards before they finally bring him down. He was looking at long yardage. They lost a yard on Del Pizzo's, but he got it back and more, as they'll be looking now at 3rd and about 5 for the first down. So a big down right here, Jack, to keep this drive alive. We'll be back right after this message.
Come on, boy. Let's go out. No, we're going for a drive. What's wrong with you?
No.
Where you go? Come back here. Out.
You're going for a drive.
Come back here.
If your car's even turning off your best friend, better get Maaco. Maaco, state-of-the-art auto painting and body repair. High-tech, low prices. Keep Maaco on top. Well, another satisfied customer.
For bridal and formal wear that are truly reflections of love, shop R&W Bridal and Formal Wear Center. You'll discover a beautiful array of traditional and contemporary wedding gowns, elegant bridesmaid gowns, prom, pageant, and fabulous cocktail dresses, tuxedo rentals and sales too. Come see simply irresistible bridal and formal wear in our Reflections of Love Fall and Winter collection. Only at R&W Bridal and Formal Wear Center in Lumberton Outlet South, just off I-95.
Okay, Reeves, the flanker, wide to the far side. Horn, the quarterback, pitches to Sanders, starts outside, now cuts inside, picks up some good yardage inside the 25 down to about the 23 before they finally bring him down.
Looks like it's going to be a 4th down play, Rudy. I'd
go for it, wouldn't you?
I think I would.
A nice little pass play out there, you know, a little.
But you know something? You and I probably would both go for it. But that's why we're up here.
That's right. Coach Piroli, Jack and I take that back. We're not going to call the game.
No, we'll let you do it.
It's nice to anticipate, though, doesn't it?
It's nice.
He'd be a tough guy, too.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know it nearly as much as he does. Option play.
On the option play, keeping it And he's got the first down, I believe, Jack. He's close to it.
Absolutely.
I believe he got it before they chased him out of bounds.
Joe Horn with a great option keeper.
Dorsey was the guy that chased him out across the way, but Joe Horn, the senior quarterback, rambles for enough for the first down before they finally bring him down to keep this big drive alive. And Coach Crowley has to be happy about this.
No question about that. And they need to get it in the end zone if they give him a little bit of start this year.
Give is to Del Pizzo, and he puts the head down, drives it across the 20 to about the 19, or I should say 20 to 15. I'm trying to find my yard markers across the way, Jack.
Well,
and
we're about the what, the 14-yard line, I guess, Rudy.
Right.
Second and 6 or so.
Second and a long 6 for the first down. Picked up a little better than 3.
Here's your pitch
is to Sanders trying to get outside. They swarm him, and he gets it down to the 10-yard line before they route him to the turf.
Did you see that move he made? He spun just as he was about to be hit and got 4 more yards.
That's what we call a collegiate move.
Yeah, that's a great move for Gerald Sanders, the junior tailback.
Smith and Bryan to stop for the New Hanover High School Wildcats. Boy, I'll tell you, they've produced some great ones in the past, Jack.
Douglas Byrd.
Well, New Hanover High and Douglas Byrd.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about some information about that a little later on. Douglas Byrd's pro players.
On the option, Horn turns back inside, and they stop him. The middle of the line came up to bring him down.
That looked like a busted play to me, Rudy.
Sure did. Stauffer made the stop for, and Jack, we called that name quite a bit last year, if I remember correctly, Butler.
Well, we've got let's see, a 4th and maybe 3, Rudy. So Eagles are going to go again, and we'll see
about 3, right. Top wide to the left side. Back to Sanders trying to get outside, and
it's close. It's close.
Right side of the New Hanover line turns him in at about the 10, so not much on that one. So this defensive line of the Wildcats has really stiffened up the last series of play.
They have held and turned the ball over. And that's,
sure have.
That's great for them.
Bernard Saaki was the guy. No. New Hanover took over. I think we missed one there on 4th down.
Just a yard short. New Hanover's defense did a great job of containing that pitch out because there looked to be some daylight. Now we're turning around, Rudy, and we've got Douglas Byrd on defense now.
Dorman, the quarterback, or the center. Nixon, the quarterback, takes straight up the middle. Tony Nelson, 5'9", 160-pound sophomore right halfback, and he picks up maybe a yard, no more than that. Eugene Lowe was the guy that came up to bring him down for the Eagles.
When we get a chance, Rudy, we ought to try to go down this Douglas Byrd defensive team. David Stokes is the Wildcats offense. I think we've seen that before. The Byrd defense includes James Scruggs at one of the defensive ends, Jimmy Blackman at the other.
Facing the flanker to the near side. Keeper picking up good yardage. Gets it out to the 30, the 35, the 40, and they finally bring him out of
about the 42.
Knock him out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. What a play. Okay, we'll break for this word down the way.
We're running to Petco Round.
We're running to Petco Round.
Petco Round in Windsor Mall has all types of pets. AKC puppies, tropical and saltwater fish, reptiles and small animals, parakeets, cockatiels, finches, and other exotics. Petco Round has everything for your pet's needs, carrying a full line of science diets.
And I am Zukanuba, dog and cat food.
Plus a complete line of aquarium accessories.
Grooming services available too.
We're running to Petco Round.
We're running to Petco Round in Windsor Mall, Bayerville.
Subway bakes my bread up fresh, and that's my way. My way. I get a combo seafood club the best way. My way. Subway. They make my sub in front of me, just the way it ought to be. It's fresh, it's hot, I know I got it. My way. Subway. My way. Subway.
The
6-inch cold cut combo, only $1.69. Now that's my way.
All right, we've got the Eagles defense here. Rudy, James Scruggs, and Jimmy Blackman at defensive ends. Brian Williams and Gary Evans at tackles. Ricky Patrick at the nose guard position.
Brian Lewis was the guy who just made the stop for the Eagles on the last play. A little quickie right up the middle. This one to Kirby Ballard, a 5'9", 155-pound senior. Picks up a little yardage for Lewis, brings him down out to about the, we're going to say the 48-yard line.
Completing that defensive team for Douglas Byrd. We'll get these fellows mentioned. We've got linebackers Heath Harden and James Holstein, and cornerbacks Eugene Lowe and Jermaine Brewster, along with cornerback Eugene Lowe and Kelvin Vilbury. Free safety Brian Lewis and
oh boy,
Brewster.
Did he get racked up? Jermaine Brewster really was through there, but Nixon had just gotten rid of the football. Williams made the stop, but he just barely got that one off to Kirby Ballard before he got racked up again.
Well, the Eagles.
So he didn't. I don't believe he got the first down. They're about what? A yard short. That's the end of the. Well, that was a quick first quarter, my man. I didn't realize we were that far.
Certainly was.
Okay, and with the end of the first quarter, we're going to take timeout for this word down the way.
The High Performance Tire Sale is back. Shop now, save now at Briggs & Sons Tire. You'll find great sale prices on Performance Eagle ST and Eagle GT. Save on white leather Perfect Eagle ST for quick and responsive handling. And save on the Pace Setter for Performance Eagle GT radials for road gripping traction. Drive over to Briggs & Sons Tire before September 2nd. Let Briggs & Sons Tire and Street Performance Goodyear Eagles take you home.
Looking for something a little different? Looking for a little excitement? Looking for a little action?
You can even see it in color.
Take a look. Oh, good. That gives us something to go on.
Fasten your seatbelts, because 12 o'clock high is landing right here at Channel 62.
We're on it back, General?
I tell you what, Jack, both these quarterbacks have faked that football well here in the early going.
They sure have.
And I've been amazed at how many offside penalties. Not many penalties here in the first half. What, we have one, two?
Two, I think, possibly,
yeah.
Rudy.
First quarter, sorry about that.
You know, this David Dorman is just a 10th grader. We've commented before that both of these teams are young. They are young teams. And I'm impressed with the fact that they didn't make that many mistakes.
This guy couldn't be
well, Trot Nixon plays defense, and he's only a 9th grader.
That's what I was looking at. My gosh.
Fumble.
Who got it? I don't believe
New Hanover got it.
New Hanover got the ball back.
Yeah.
Holston. Holston was there for Douglas Byrd.
Pitch out was to Ballard, and Ballard just didn't get a hold of it. It looked like a fairly decent pitch.
It did. He just didn't handle it.
That's right.
I imagine, Jack, they're sweating pretty good out there right now. You know they are.
And it's a lot cooler than it was earlier today, and certainly yesterday. But Pete Peastrack and his crowd, or his group's out there talking about it, and you always notice that the players sneak up on those referees' huddles to see what's going on.
Check them out.
Yeah, see. To kind of get an early idea as to who's the penalty is going to be against, you know. But look at the officials. We got them on TV there, Rudy. Look, they're discussing this. They've got it.
Pretty handsome chain gang crew there.
They got it worked out now.
Nobody wanted to say hello to the wife tonight, tell them they were here?
I don't know. No. We got offsetting penalties, it looks like, so that got a delay a game, and then it looks like maybe an unsportsmanlike. And so that's sort of a 5-yard one direction against New Hanover, but Douglas Byrd gets the big one against them.
The big one, yeah.
Yeah. That's the first down.
And this is the first time they've been into Eagle territory. If my memory serves me correctly, first quarter.
I think maybe they recovered a fumble in Eagle territory, but
one time
were held, didn't they? Yeah. They went for it on 4th down and got stopped.
Eagles played an outstanding defensive first quarter. drove the ball deep into Wildcat territory, only to give it up. Quarterback is Nixon. Takes, flips a little pass that is complete. At the 40-yard line, his momentum takes him down to about the 37. Receiver was David Stokes, a big 6'5", 260-pound senior tight end for the Wildcats. James Scruggs makes a stop for the Eagles.
Rudy,
Oh, man, how do you stop a guy like that, Jack?
I look like a tank. They've got an offensive lineman, New Hanover does. His number is 75, Jonathan Smith, and I heard his coach call him Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Yeah, he's just 290 pounds. You call him Jonathan.
And 5'8".
Yeah.
My gosh.
I'm telling you
He's as wide as he is tall.
And he's tough.
Dixon, this time to Tony Nelson, slanting in, or check that, Ballard, the ball carrier, who came in for Powers at left half. Townsend makes a stop, a pickup of a couple yards on the play, down, well, the nose of the football inside the 35-yard line.
New Hanover's put together a nice drive, Rudy.
They sure have, Jack.
Including that one long run that Dorman had.
First down for the Wildcats. Looking to pass now, flipping it to his halfback. Ballard trying to get outside, picks up good yardage as they chase him out across the way at about the 30-yard line. So Kirby Ballard is the man they're looking for tonight to get that yardage. Low makes a stop for the Eagles.
Ballard's listed as a reserve. But I'll tell you, in talking with Coach Miller this week, Rudy, he said that they would be interchanging a lot of players, and that Ballard would probably play as much as either the other two halfbacks. So it's not surprising he's in there. He seems like a good runner.
Well, if our glasses don't fog up, maybe we can stay up with all those changes.
Yeah, right. Got two double wide sets.
Two double wide sets, right. Rolling, Horn now wanting to throw, cannot. He eats a football back at the 33-yard line.
David Dorman did not have much room.
Boy, he had no room at all. David Dorman. Heath Harden was a guy who converged on him, and, well, he had great coverage, Jack, at the other end.
He did.
Didn't have a chance to throw the football.
You know, I continue to be a little bit surprised as I see football unfold. Team is moving well offensively on the ground. I know you have to throw the ball occasionally, but I think I'd want them to stop me, you know. But
I think you just want to keep them honest. You know, they say, hey, we can throw it.
Right. I guess that's it, and I certainly would be remiss if we didn't mention that coaches know more than we do.
Facing the flanker to the near side. Flag dropped.
Penalty flag.
Back at the 15-yard line. Too much time? Probably.
Yep. Looks like a delay on the part of the Wildcats. That hurts. That hurts.
Cost them about 5 big yards there.
Makes it third and about 11 now.
Third and a big 11. So now if you're going to go for the passing down, this has got to be it. Again, facing the flanker to the near side.
I wouldn't hesitate to throw it to my big tight end, David Stokes.
I wouldn't either. They got Brian Hicks, but finally gets it away, but it's intercepted. He's at the 40. Will they catch him? No, they will not. Touchdown, Eagles. Boy, what a play. I believe James Holston was the guy that plucked that one out of the air.
Right.
Eagles soft. Jack, those guys have to be tickle pink.
Now listen, I tell you,
intercept it and take it in for a TD.
It hit off of the headgear of one of the Douglas Byrd defensive linemen coming in there.
Well, Scruggs was the guy who made that possible. Right. He was breathing down his neck when he had to unload it.
And, you know, this is a sophomore that just made this play. Holston is a sophomore fullback, and you think, like you say, he isn't tickled.
He won't do anything with him the rest of the night.
Oh, man, he'll start the school year off with a touchdown. What are you talking about?
Hey, he'll be head hunting for some more of those this year, I'll guarantee you.
Now, it looks like that David Horn's going to be doing the kicking. Is that Rudy? Is that who that is?
It sure is.
David Horn, yeah.
This guy's he's multi-talented. It's down, kick is up, and it looks perfect from here. It's good. Right to the uprights, and with 9 minutes, 25 seconds left to play here in the first half of Douglas Byrd High School, it's the Eagles 7, the New Hanover High School Wildcats zip. We'll be right back after this.
The world's greatest furniture buys are waiting for you at Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. A complete 5-piece bedroom suite, a 7-piece country living room group, complete with lamps and tables, and a 5-piece dinette set. All 3 rooms just $13.95. And that includes your choice of a bonus gift valued at $250. Or choose this beautiful bedroom, this contemporary living room, and this pecan finished dinette, and choose a bonus gift. Come to Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. Choose a great deal on 3 rooms. Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. Spring Lake.
Monday night on the 62 7 o'clock movie.
Hi, Mom. How are you? Listen, why don't you step outside, see what you're driving to church tomorrow in?
Mom's a little worried about you. Doesn't get to see you too much.
Well, the campaign... Burglary's the backbreaker. It takes about 55% of our time.
Brother painted 2 houses and they were robbed.
Between Two Brothers, Monday night on the 62 7 o'clock movie, right here on WFCT.
Rudy, we're back now after that exciting interception by James Holston. The Eagles leading 7-0 over the New Hanover Wildcats. And that's sort of disheartening because they were moving the ball well.
Moving it real well.
They really were, and they got into a situation where they had to throw the ball, and the Eagles were up to the task, and the ball got deflected, and James Holston, like I said, the boy's a sophomore, and can you imagine going into a new high school as a sophomore, and before you ever set foot for the first day of classes, you've scored a touchdown?
He's saying, guys, it's just those good hands.
And it's
good hands.
There's nothing to this game.
No.
23 Kirby Ballard and 33 Tony Nelson.
Okay, not a good kick off the right side of his foot, picked up at the 35-yard line, and somebody took a whipping on that one.
Number 34 for the Douglas Byrd Eagles, Ricky Patrick, laid a hurting on that ball carrier. Now I'm telling you,
he sure did. That was a mid-season hit, Jack.
Yeah, he got some help, but I think Ricky was the guy that's going to take that one home with him. He'll look at himself tomorrow night and be so happy he can't stand.
Yeah, he's listed as a wide receiver. He's a senior. I'll tell you, this ball club was close to being very tough last year, Jack. They got some tough breaks, really.
They really were. You remember the ball game against Pine Forest. They led Pine Forest early on, and it was a game that went right down to the wire.
Okay, split to the near side.
Pitch out.
Is Reeves. Pitch out. Well, I guess he handled it clean. It looked like he did across the way.
Yeah.
James Harden. Well, and Holston was the guy over there covering for the Eagles.
That name sounds familiar.
Very familiar. And looks like they lost, picked up about, what, 3 yards on the play?
Rudy, I'll tell you.
Third and about 7.
After a little bit, we get a few minutes, we'll talk about my conversation with Coach Miller about, Leon Brogdon. I'll tell you what, Coach.
Oh, man, what a guy he was.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Better change, will you?
Super play.
Another great play by the Eagles. Patrick was one of the guys in on a stop along with Scruggs.
And Heath Harden had a part in that as well. The senior linebacker, 5'11", 185. You know, Heath Harden looks a little bigger than that to me.
He sure does.
But maybe it's that padding and that weights that he's been working on to get himself ready.
Facing to the near side. Dorman, the quarterback, looking to pass, rolling to the right. Still looking, still going. Gonna keep it, cuts it inside at the 45, to the 50, across the 50, down to about the 49-yard line. And a great run by Dorman, the sophomore quarterback for the Wildcats. Jimmy Blackman was there to bring him down for the Eagles.
Let me tell you something. That was a super play. He had nowhere to throw the ball and looked like he was hemmed up.
He got some good blocking from his right side, too, Jack.
He did. The fullback came out, one of the halfbacks, rather, came out, and when he saw that Dorman was going to run, he made a nice block to free him and turn him loose. First down.
Coaches smile when they see that, don't they?
Yes.
Kids that realize the guy needs some help.
Double flanker out here again, Rudy.
Absolutely. Dorman, this time, good yardage. Breaks it to clear. He may go. He's at the 15.
Kirby Ballard.
Touchdown, Kirby Ballard. Boy, another great play for that offensive line. They opened that little hole. Ballard knew where it was, a little slant. Broke right through there, and Jack Ware with those linebackers and those defensive backs. I think they were looking for the pass play again.
Maybe so, Rudy, but you know, good coaches are good coaches, and they know what's going on. And we'll talk about what happened, what I feel like happened to that situation after this extra point.
Well,
now let's see.
Little double move there.
We've got a. The Dorman will be the at number 99. Uh-oh.
Dan Sutherland, the kicker, and it is blocked.
It was a bad snap,
Bad
Rudy.
snap?
Yeah, bad snap, and got through the
I was
hands
trying
of
to pick up the kicker here. Jack, sorry about that.
That's right. Sutherland, number 99, is the kicker. And
Ballard and Lowe, they were right in there.
Rudy, what I was saying a while ago, you noticed that New Hanover had run primarily the option pitch out during that drive when they had done so well. And coaches know about those things, so they come back with a fullback right up the middle. Looks like we're at the 7-12 position now, and
okay.
We looks like Rudy will take a break at this time for this message from our sponsors.
And the score remains 7-6, Jack. We might say that. We'll take. Stay with it.
Looks like
we better hold. We better hold. They're ready to kick.
We'll stay here. Looks like we're about to get the kickoff. So
I'm trying to get all these players squared away here. Another kick, a low liner.
David Sutherland
goes out of bounds across the way. And well, we'll do it again. I'm sure of that.
Let's see whether they're going to give them the ball on the.
Okay, while we do that, we'll break for this word down the way.
The Trophy House on Bragg Boulevard carries a complete line of all area high school letter jackets and many different styles of sweaters to choose from. Purchase a high school letter jacket from the Trophy House and get your first name embroidered and your high school letters sewn on free. The Trophy House uses computerized custom sewing for that perfect look. Celebrate your next victory with one of our trophies or plaques. Enjoy this football season with your own high school letter jacket from the Trophy House on Bragg Boulevard, Fayetteville.
Okay, here's the story. This just kills people every day. There's a guy, and he goes to a bar, and he has a few drinks, and then he gets into his car and drives. And then he dies. And so do the 4 people that he slams into. Join Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Volkswagen United States, in our Drive for Life on Labor Day weekend, Saturday. The day we can begin to live without drinking and driving deaths. For real.
All right, we're back, Rudy, and while we've got a moment, let's mention that next week at halftime during the Lumberton-Southview game, we will be at Southview, and Lumberton will be coming in to play Subway. One of our sponsors will feature the play of the game between the Douglas Byrd Eagles and the New Hanover Wildcats from this week. Each week, Subway will feature the play of the game from the last week's game, and that will be an exciting thing for
good. And I like that twist. That's great.
I like that. Right.
I think the kids will like that too.
Yeah,
or I should say the young men.
Yeah,
we've got 2 super plays.
We've
already.
got 2 super. We're going to have to make some choices here. I tell you what,
we do, partner. We're going to have to really keep refreshed to these good plays.
That's
You
right.
know.
That's exactly.
Hey, with the help of Ernie, I'll tell you what, my old golfing partner.
Ready for the kickoff. David Sutherland.
And there's high end-over-end kick, picked up at the 20-yard line, straight up the middle of the field, and he's going to be dropped after a determined effort to break away there at about the 38-yard line. What a run. Joe Horn was the guy who wouldn't be denied. Dorsey was the guy who came up to stop him for New Hanover. And with 7 minutes, 4 seconds left to play here in the first half, Byrd up by 7-6. They have the football. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Give is to Del Pizzo. Pizzo blasting through the middle across the 40, the 45, out to about the 46-yard line he rambles. Senior fullback picks up, I believe, well, he's very close to the first down, about a yard short, it looks like. Smith made the stop for New Hanover High. I'll tell you one thing, I have been most pleased with the way this young man has run the football tonight.
He is a real...
He's just a workhorse, Jack.
He's a great ball player.
Pitch this time is to Sanders. And Gerald can't get it untracked.
Lost 2, looks like maybe.
Couple of yards. Barnhill, Tom Barnhill was the guy listed as a linebacker, came up to make the stop. Douglas Byrd asked for timeout. 6:11 left to play here in the first half, and Jack, you might rehash how the scoring went.
We shall. Maybe we ought to take a break at this point in time, Rudy. We'll take this little break for this commercial message, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about the scoring.
Williamson Mazda in Lumberton is the #1 Mazda truck dealer in Eastern Carolina. With the biggest selection and the best deals, we want to stay #1. Get $1,000 cash back on every 2-wheel drive truck and up to $2,000 cash back on our rugged 4-wheel drives. And no down payment financing is still available to qualified buyers. So don't settle for less. Buy your new Mazda truck from Williamson Mazda in Lumberton.
Brian Killian was the made the stop for the Wildcats. Let's check that play. Cost them 5?
No.
Oh, cost them 10. So they'll be looking at second.
No.
Am I wrong?
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8? Okay, now I got them right.
Get those specs
I'll put my glasses on. 2nd and 8. Pitch is back to Sanders.
Yeah. No running room there.
Gerald Sanders had positively no running room. Again, good pursuit this time by the Wildcats as Jonathan Smith was there to bring him down.
Hey, Smith has played a heck of a ball game. I'll tell you, New Hanover as a defense tonight has played very well.
Sure have.
Very well.
Both teams have played super football.
Yeah.
First game of the year.
Not too many mistakes. Both teams are young.
Both have had good drives.
Yep. I think actually New Hanover sustained a little bit more than Byrd has tonight, Rudy.
3rd and 9. Little reverse there. Good yardage.
Reeves.
First down. Reeves, the ball carrier, as he gets it across the 30 out to about the 33-yard line. Rambling for the first down is Reeves.
Scott Reeves.
6'3", 190-pound sophomore. Not a small guy either.
No, sir. Yeah, in talking with Coach Parole earlier, he said in a couple of years, if he can keep these kids together, he's liable to be a contender.
And he will.
Yeah.
Sonny Saaki, the stop for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they break up to the line of scrimmage, led by their quarterback, Joe Horn. And that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter of action here from Douglas Byrd High School, and the score remains Douglas Byrd 6, the New Hanover Wildcats 7, New Hanover Wildcats 6. We'll be right back after this message.
Williamson Mazda in Lumberton is the #1 Mazda truck dealer in Eastern Carolina. With the biggest selection and the best deals, we want to stay #1. Get $1,000 cash back on every 2-wheel drive truck and up to $2,000 cash back on our rugged 4-wheel drives. And no down payment financing is still available to qualified buyers. So don't settle for less. Buy your new Mazda truck from Williamson Mazda in Lumberton.
We work to earn your trust. Put your confidence in us.
For delicious Greek food, come to Zorba's Gyro. Zorba specializes in the gyro on a spit, made from pure beef and spices, no additives or soybeans, served on fresh homemade pita bread. Zorba carries a wide selection of giant subs, hot and cold, homemade pizza, spaghetti, and fresh salads. Try our new entree, chicken on a spit, or come enjoy your favorite beverage with friends in Zorba's full-service bar. Eat in or carry out. Ask for a free taste and your mouth will want more at Zorba's Gyro on Rayford Road in Fayetteville.
Well, Rudy, my boy, we've got a 7-6 ball game and 12 solid minutes of football left. Douglas Byrd has the ball. We want to give credit to our great camera crew from the Robert Warren production area for doing a good job tonight. Joe Del Piso carrying the football.
Big Joe, the hammer.
Yeah.
Puts the head down and picks up some hard yardage before he's stopped by Bernard Saaki. They have picked up about 2 yards on the play, just shy of the 35-yard line at about the 39-yard line.
Number 83, Doug Talk, incidentally.
Check that.
Spells
39 to 34-yard line. Sorry, Jack.
All right. Doug Talk comes in and replaces Scott Reeves occasionally. Rudy, and I presume that, was that the hammer?
That was a hammer. Del Pizzo, again, that time off the right side of the line, and Sonny Sayaki gets him this time for the Wildcats. So the Sayaki boys are getting the job done here in the second half.
Well, you know, that's what a good defense is to do, Rudy. The linemen will make sure to control, and linebackers are supposed to be there to make tackles. Here comes the reverse. Reeves carried the ball, Rudy, and ran up the back of two of his own players. Number 71, who is
Stokes. Well, he just couldn't get him out of the way.
No, he couldn't. Number 80, Tim Johnson.
Usually that speaks highly of your defense. They're clogging that hole.
That's right. That's exactly right. Punting situation.
4th and about 3. Puts the Eagles in the punting situation. Horn gets off a boomer. Fielded at about the 25-yard line. Comes to the near side and racked up. And what a great job these special teams on the kick tonight have done for both teams. This time for Douglas Byrd. Eugene Lowe was the guy to get. You know, I'll tell you, this guy is quick.
Yeah.
Eugene Lowe.
Yeah. Well,
between he and Jermaine Brewster,
they've gotten down there very well. The ball carrier, the receiver there was Dwan Averett for
Wildcat 27.
the New Hanover Wildcats. But I'll tell you what, Douglas Byrd's covered punts very well.
Good hang time, but a deep punt.
Yeah.
Usually that's good when they run back.
Uh-oh, fumble.
Fumble in the backfield. Did Byrd get it? They did. The Eagles recover the Wildcat fumble at the 25-yard line. Inside the 25 and about the 23.
Rudy,
so they're going to get it in good field position.
Right. We said a while ago that Byrd was controlling the line of scrimmage and causing Dorman to have to keep the ball. And that time, he decided to pitch, and yeah, Byrd has done a great job, put themselves in field position. And if they score this time, it's going to be tough for the Wildcats to come back.
Dorman has quarterbacked all the way tonight. Good scoring opportunity now for Coach Piroli's Eagles. Chance to pad that 1-point lead.
Uh-oh.
Pitch is going to be back to Sanders. Trying to turn the corner and did pick up some good yardage, about 6, as he carried it down to about the 17-yard line before they finally brought him down.
Rudy, we talked earlier about keeping the ball deep in your opponent's territory, and it paid off for him this time.
Faison makes a stop for the Wildcats, but the Eagles on the move after recovering that fumble. Pitches back to Sanders, cuts the corner, picks up more good yardage, gets it inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line before they finally drop him.
Back in the tackle was number 22.
Excellent block.
Did he get out of bounds? I guess he did.
85, David Stokes.
Faison made the stop for the Wildcats, but not before he picked up that big first down inside the 10-yard line.
Number 56, Daniel Lemons, came out and blocked excellent for Gerald Sanders that time.
Give to Del Pizzo, looking for the end zone, touchdown. Well, he's going to carry some. He was looking for that end zone, I'll tell you. Got some pretty good blocking up front. Sonny Sayaki, he just ran right over him. I think he was the one that carried him in the end zone.
The hammer.
Woo. Boy, has he carried the mail tonight for the Eagles. Not to be denied that outside, 9 yards.
Hey, outside, boom, up the middle.
Boom.
The hammer. They were using the claw.
Sanders did a great
Horn
job
will be kicking.
Faking. Fumbled it. He won't get it off.
No.
Goes incomplete.
Number 24, Byron Lewis was the holder there, and it was mixed up on the snap.
Should have had it, but it was a little high.
Yeah, a little bit
high.
high.
Up and down. So the score remains with 9:33 left to play here in the 4th and final quarter. 13-6 Eagles leading the Wildcats of New Hanover. We'll be right back after this message.
For bridal and formal wear that are truly reflections of love, shop R&W Bridal and Formal Wear Center. You'll discover a beautiful array of traditional and contemporary wedding gowns, elegant bridesmaid gowns, prom, pageant, and fabulous cocktail dresses. Tuxedo rentals and sales, too. Come see simply irresistible bridal and formal wear in our Reflections of Love Fall and Winter collection at R&W Bridal and Formal Wear Center in Lumberton Outlet South, just off I-95.
Subway bakes my bread up fresh, and that's my way. My way. I get a combo seafood club the best way, my way. Subway. They make my sub in front of me, just the way it ought to be. It's fresh, it's hot, I know I got it. My way. Subway. My way. Subway.
The 6-inch cold cut combo, only $1.69. Now that's my way.
Well, Rudy, we were talking a moment ago as we see that the Eagles are leading 13-6 at Pete Peastrack. The referee in the ball game was sharing with me some changes this year, and one of them is that after kickoff, you've got 1 minute to get your team ready to either receive or kick off, and they are going to time it. They said it got to be such a long, drawn-out affair between kickoff after score that they've given now a minute, so we've got to get our act together pretty quick.
We sure do, my man. Here's a kick. A low line shot, fielded clean at about the 15-yard line. Cuts to the far side of the field, picks up some good yardage. Tony Nelson, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore right halfback, who's had little running time tonight for New Hanover, the ball carrier, and he's finally upended as he gets it across the 30 out to about the 33-yard line.
Kind of hard to see those.
It sure is. Have to
numbers
look.
out there.
James Bell makes a stop for the Eagles. It sure is hard, Jack.
Yeah,
you can't see across the way. You have to pick them up on this side. Split wide to the near side is Ernest Faison, the flanker. Back to pass, looking, being chased. Orman fires it deep, and it's incomplete. Jack,
2 minutes wide
when
open.
a quarterback, he had a little bit of time, but I think he heard footsteps, but he had Ernest Faison wide open and just released that ball too quick.
He did. As a matter of fact, Rudy, number 8, one of the other wide receivers, Brian Hicks, came across the middle and was absolutely wide open. Number 22, Ernest Faison, went down the sideline and was wide open because it was definitely a mix-up in the Douglas Byrd defensive backfield. And the young quarterback just unloaded and just overthrew his receiver.
Eugene Lowe was back there chasing him, but he was wide open. 2nd and 10. Pitch this time
short side
is to Kirby Ballard, and Ballard gets it across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Let's see where they place it down. Make it the 36-yard line. Lowe makes a stop.
We're trying to get the
backfield.
The backs.
Looks like Nelson and Ballard.
Nelson is back in.
He's really alternating them. Powers, who hasn't carried the ball.
Nelson is out now, and they put Ballard, I think, back in.
Dorman, the quarterback, on the option.
Ball loose. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what a perfect hop. Oh, you got to be living right to get him back like that. You know what?
Yeah. Number 2, Brett Blanks, is in for Wilmington, and he picked up a big hop. And, you know, when you play shortstop, that's the kind of hops you like to have.
Oh, the Sunday hops.
Yes, sir. Right up to you.
Brian Lewis was right there, though, right on top of him. And had he fumbled it, Lewis would have had a good shot at it. Okay, 6:47 left to play in this non-conference contest. And you had over High Wildcats visiting the homestanding Eagles of Douglas Byrd. And the Wildcats will have to kick it away. A low snap. Dorman gets it off with the left foot. Going to be fielded clean at the 35-yard line. And boy, I'll tell you, with reckless abandon, as they say,
Brian Lewis
was racked up by Everett.
I tell you, he took that ball on a full run, didn't he?
And they racked him up at the 37-yard line, so it'll be Eagle, 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. But again, we get back to ball control.
That's right.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
Right now, Douglas Byrd's doing exactly what they need to do. They've kept the ball. They've picked up a fumble, scored. They've scored, and then now they've gotten the ball back. So they're giving Wilmington 2 or 3 plays, and then they're getting the ball back and controlling, and that's the name of the game.
Joe Horn to Del Pizzo, and Joey straight ahead picks up a little yardage as the linebackers try to jam the hole. Picked up about a yard, and that's about it. So it'll be second and say 10. Got about a foot on that one, no more. Second about 10 for the first down.
Right.
As center Mitch Deaver, who himself is a 5'10", 220-pound junior, leads them back up to the line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play. I don't know.
Too much time, I believe.
Evidently must be.
Okay, and with that, we'll break for this word down the way.
The High Performance Tire Sale is back. Shop now, save now at Briggs & Sons Tire. You'll find great sale prices on Performance Eagle ST and Eagle GT. Save on white leather Perfect Eagle ST for quick and responsive handling. And save on the Pace Setter for Performance Eagle GT radials for road gripping traction. Drive over to Briggs & Sons Tire before September 2nd. Let Briggs & Sons Tire and Street Performance Goodyear Eagles take you home.
The world's greatest furniture buys are waiting for you at Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. A complete 5-piece bedroom suite, a 7-piece country living room group, complete with lamps and tables, and a 5-piece dinette set. All 3 rooms just $13.95. And that includes your choice of a bonus gift valued at $250. Or choose this beautiful bedroom, this contemporary living room, and this pecan finished dinette, and choose a bonus gift. Come to Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. Choose a great deal on 3 rooms. Spring Lake Furniture Outlet. Spring Lake.
All right, Rudy, it's 13-6. Eagles leading the Wildcats, and I see a great big welcome sign down there on the fence. I guess that welcome sign is, well, let's just figure it's for us.
We'll say.
Yeah.
Horn on the keeper, turns it outside. Running the sidelines, finally chased out of bounds on the far side at about the 47 and 48-yard line by Ernest Faison of the Wildcats. Let's see if they chased him out before he got there. Oh, they're going to say they chased him out this side of the 50-yard line.
About the 49.
About the 49, but a great call and a good option by
Super
quarterback Joe Horn. Picked up the 1st and 10. And that's what they need to do now, just chew up the clock, leading by a score of 13-6.
And like we said, ball control is the name of the game. Corn, he keeps it again.
Turns it outside, picks up a couple of yards as he gets it across the 50 down to about the 48-yard line. Brian Hicks, the stop for the Wildcats.
Rudy, it looked like that time that he was really wanted to give the ball to Del Pizzo, and somebody met him right at the line. He decided, well, I'll just keep it.
Good thinking.
Good thinking.
Well, Del Pizzo would have been hit behind the line of scrimmage that time. Those big legs would have never had a chance to get unchurned. Pitch is going to be to Gerald Sanders. Sanders upended, trying to get it outside at about the 49-yard line. No running room there. There's a whole right side. Led by Butler. Came over to bring him down, along with Dwayne Everett.
Dwayne Everett made the hit in the backfield and slowed him down. So that's a looks like Coach Paroli is just a little concerned that one of the players didn't make a block, and that's to be understood. It's a young team, and you're going to miss some blocks along the way.
Definitely. Stokes, Smith, Butler, Killian, and Bryant up front for the Wildcats. And the Saaki boys, holding down the middle. I tell you, their job's been tough tonight with Joey Del Pizzo running that ball at fullback for the Eagles.
Coach Paroli is holding prayer meeting.
There's our pretty camera girl.
Absolutely. We've got a, we had a note from one of our spotters here that Coach Paroli is somewhat irate.
He doesn't show it.
Just slightly, but he has controlled himself well. He's just a little upset.
Back to pass, keeping the football and cutting right back up the middle and across the 45 to about the 43-yard line is Joe Horn, the quarterback, and picks up close to the first down. Looks like he may be about a yard short, but Coach Piroli leading 13-6. Evidently, but what could he be unhappy with, Jack?
Well, I think
I'm sure he sees things we don't see.
Right. Well, I think the last play when one of the Wilmington players, Brian Hicks, broke through to upset Sanders in the backfield. It was probably a mixed blocking assignment, and but those types of things have a tendency to upset a coach, and but he got it straightened out, and that's the name of the game.
What counts. Brian Hicks made the stop for the Eagles, for the Wildcats. Quarterback sneaked by Horn, and I believe he got enough for the first down.
It's going to be very close.
Well, we'll probably have the chain gang crew coming in for the measurement. Let's see if the guys are going to call timeout. They are.
Yeah, I think I'd ask for a measurement on this one. It's pretty close.
Jonathan Smith, one of the first guys to get to Horn. And also the Saaki brothers, who play middle linebacker for the New Hanover Wildcats. And here comes the crew.
I believe that'll be within the length of the ball one way or the other, Rudy.
I think it's the first down, Jack.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm going to go out on the horn and say it's the first down.
You got those bifocals. I tell you what, my friend, you barely were right.
Darling, thank you for talking me into getting my specs for this year. My favorite coach.
Well,
Ernie just picked him up to check him out.
By about an inch or two.
He wanted to know why I didn't have that golf tournament deal, Jack. I could have read those putts a little bit better.
I understand.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Pitches back to Sanders, cuts outside, gets some yardage across the 40, down to about the 37-yard line before they finally rack him up, knock him out of bounds. Butler. Also in there was Brian and Green for the Wildcats, but again, ball control has been the factor here for the Eagles with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here in the football game. They lead 13-6, and with that, Jack and I will take and make this word down the way.
The Trophy House on Bragg Boulevard carries a complete line of all area high school letter jackets and many different styles of sweaters to choose from. Purchase a high school letter jacket from the Trophy House and get your first name embroidered and your high school letters sewn on free. The Trophy House uses computerized custom sewing for that perfect look. Celebrate your next victory with one of our trophies or plaques. Enjoy this football season with your own high school letter jacket from the Trophy House on Bragg Boulevard, Fayetteville.
Subway bakes my bread up fresh, and that's my way. My way. I get a combo seafood club the best way. My way. Subway. They make my sub in front of me, just the way it ought to be. It's fresh, it's hot, I know I got it. My way. Subway. My way. Subway.
The 6-inch cold cut combo, only $1.69. Now that's my way.
Second and 7 for the Eagles. Give is going to be to Del Pizzo, breaking off the right side of the Wildcat line, behind the left side of his line, and got a little block in there. That's the first time I've seen him carry that ball outside.
Yeah, well, he had to sort of veer out.
Didn't see a hole there. He didn't, Jack, and he picked up a little more yardage by taking it outside. Smith, one of the guys in there on the stop.
Sonny Saaki was...
and also Butler. And Saaki
right. Made the hit, yeah.
Split wide to the near side is Doug Talk. Pitch is going to be to Sanders, trying to get outside, hit behind the line of scrimmage, and then finally really racked up. Ooh, did he take a shot?
Charles Green.
From Charles Green.
And Charles Green is only 5'5", and he weighs 140 pounds. But I tell you what, he
reminds
really...
me of a little guy used to play defensive back for Wake Forest, Jack. He weighed about 150 pounds, but he hit the biggest and the best, and when he hit him, he stopped him.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, this fella made a great hit. Douglas Byrd's going to have to give up the football.
Well, Gerald was slowed up just a little bit, too, before he got to him, so he could really pop him standing straight up.
Right.
Horn kicking back at the Byrd 49-yard line. Gets it off. Another high, beautiful kick that's going to go in the end zone.
Well,
they'll bring it back. You know, he's kicked that. We haven't said anything about the way he's kicked that football.
Kicked the ball well, hasn't he?
But he's done well.
They didn't have a receiver back, figuring that they, let the ball go and take it on the 20. So the Wildcats are trailing the Eagles 13-6, and they've got 2 minutes and 30, what is that, Rudy, 35
seconds,
to make a difference. Should they be able to move the ball and score, it'd have an opportunity to tie or win, wouldn't it?
Well, I believe as hungry as this defense for the Eagles has been, and I don't think they're going to give up a touchdown. I'm going to go so far as to say that now. We'll have to see. Well, from the 20-yard line, Dorman, keeper, keeps the football, runs laterally along the line of scrimmage, and may have picked up a yard or two as he cuts it back inside at about the, well, he had the ball on about the 18-yard line.
Picked up about 4.5 yards or so. It's not a bad, not bad.
Nope, not a bit. Out at about the 24-yard line, Devers and Del Pizzo. Is Del Pizzo in there playing defense? He is.
Well, he's listed as a linebacker.
Dorman to Kirby Ballard.
Great run, look.
And Ballard with determination gets that ball across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. That was 40, David Powers.
David Powers, great run.
Also one of the young sophomores of Coach Miller's, 5'9", 120 pounds. Not a big guy, but he ran that ball like a 195-pounder.
Great camera work, yeah. I mean, and he kept going. He twisted, turned, used his hand as a third leg, and went on, bro. That's what it's all about.
Carrying some pretty good tackles, some pretty good defense with him.
Yeah.
Blackman, Evans, Holston. On the option, turns outside, picks up a little more as he gets it out to about the 37, 38-yard line. Again, Joey Del Pizzo in on the tackle. Yeah, he's not tired at all. He's got a nose for that football here on defense. And shaking up on the play again is Jermaine Brewster.
There's got a flag on the play, too, Rudy. I don't know what it's all about. We'll see in a minute. Yeah, Brewster's hurt again.
They got to work on that foot this week.
Yeah, he's had a difficult night. Now, Joe Horn, quarterback, goes in to play in place of Jermaine Brewster. A big one against the Wildcats. Clipping.
Well, when you're trailing 13-6 and would left to break a big one, that doesn't help things, does it?
It does not. It does not. It really doesn't. It's a real blow for them because they were starting to move a little bit.
Yeah. It'll be 1st and 25 for the Wildcats, and Coach Miller wants to talk this one over. In the last 1 minute and 24 seconds, Eagles lead by a score of 13-6. And all they got to do now is just sit back in the hole and play defense.
Yeah, that hurt bad to have that big penalty because they had moved almost a 40-yard line and would love to have had an opportunity to at least make it interesting, Rudy, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. You have predicted that Douglas Byrd would hold them. We'll see how good
Jack,
your prediction is.
I just thought about it. I meant to ask you. I want to know how that softball team of yours did this year.
Very well, as a matter of fact. We went undefeated during the regular season and won 3 straight in the playoffs. Finally got knocked out, but the old guys did all right.
Well, tell me something. Did the old boy at shortstop get any hits?
Yeah, the old boy at shortstop got some hits and got his finger blasted up, and you know.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I wanted to bring my team. We haven't won one this year, but I wanted to bring, oh, just kidding. Look at that beautiful little cheerleader. But Jack and I just kidding around. It's great to still be playing, you know?
Yeah, it really is.
Ernie said we ought to quit that childish stuff and play more golf. You wouldn't get hurt. Back to pass, looking, firing, incomplete.
Rudy, while we've got a minute, let's take a moment here before we close out this situation. Talk about this production crew. We've got Robert Warren as our production director in the truck tonight. Sue Runyon has done our graphics for us tonight. Elizabeth Warren has done the setup. Our cameras have been manned by Jenny Martin, Bob Warren, and Jesse Sessom. So another great job by this crew.
Just we appreciate a good crew, huh?
We appreciate it making our job much easier.
Wildcats looking at 2nd and 25. Whistle blown before they could get the playoff. May have been too much time. We'll have to check them and see.
It's either that or some sort of motion penalty, something of that nature. Yeah. Wildcats, illegal motion.
And facing an Everett to the near side, but they didn't get the playoff.
Sure did not.
5 yards, too much time. Takes it back to the 15-yard line, if my bifocals read me correctly.
Better get the long-range bifocals on this
I'm not kidding you. Having to go back and look on this side.
It's the numbers on the yard markers on the field are about worn out, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Field's in good shape, though.
Field, beautiful football facilities here. Back to pass. Dormund being chased out of the pocket. Now keeping the football and finally chased out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Nowhere to go. Great coverage by the defensive secretary of the Eagles. No one open. He had to eat the football and was chased out of bounds by Gary Evans at the Wildcat. Well, they say 12-yard line. Dormund back to pass, fires it deep, complete. What a kick. Oh, are they going to call it a fumble? Incomplete. Boy, he got jarred by about 5 Eagles at about the 30-yard line. Woo. He took a shot between the wings.
Faison was the intended receiver, and I'm telling you what, took a shot. Was that Joe Horn that hit him, or was it Del Pizzo? They were all there.
Yeah, they were. Well, they were just about 5 guys covering back there for the Eagles.
He was a sandwich.
And sandwag.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
perfect pass by Dormund, though. Had time to throw the football, but great coverage by the Eagles.
Last chance, Rudy. It's 4th down and 2 miles to go.
34 yards. Got to throw it, but instead he gives it. I believe to Ballard. Let's unstack him here.
Nelson, the ball carrier.
Nelson was the carrier. Tony Nelson.
Byrd takes over now. Is Byrd going to try to score again, or is that?
Might as well.
I wouldn't think it would be considered running up the score when you're only 7 points ahead.
Certainly not. And besides, Coach Piroli wants to work on this offense this year. He came up a little bit short on offense last year. This year he wants to get these guys on track early.
That's right. They've got 45 seconds in which to do it. We'll see what happens.
1st and 10.
I believe the fans are leaving. I think they feel the Eagles have it in hand.
And they're going to sit on it.
Sit on it.
He just wanted that ball back to sit on. Joe Horn takes about 3 back and down on 1 knee as the clock ticks away down to our left. So unless a miracle happens, that should be the final score here.
They won't have to run another play, I don't believe, Rudy. They're going to. I guess they're just going to drop down, but actually they don't have to run another play.
Coach Piroli's Eagles are going to win it tonight over the young Wildcats of Coach Joe Miller.
2 young teams.
But you know what? I think Coach Joe has to be pretty happy with his troops tonight.
I would think so, yeah.
And that's it. This one's history, this non-conference game. The final score here from Douglas Byrd High School. The Eagles 13, the New Hanover Wildcats 6. And we'll be right back to wrap it up after this message.
All right.
Monday night on the 62 7 o'clock movie.
Hi, Mom. How are you? Listen, why don't you step outside, see what you're driving to church tomorrow in?
Mom's a little worried about you. Doesn't get to see you too much.
Well, the campaign. Burglary's the backbreaker. It takes about 55% of our time.
Brother painted 2 houses and they were robbed.
Between Two Brothers, Monday night on the 62 7 o'clock movie, right here on WFCT.
All right, we're back, Rudy, and a couple minutes here to wrap up this ball game between two young football teams early in the season. Starting off our coverage this year, and the score was Douglas Byrd 13, and New Hanover 6. We had scoring in the first half by both teams, with New Hanover scoring on a long run by Kirby Ballard. And we also had an interception by Holston from the Douglas Byrd Eagle football team on a deflected pass, making our halftime score 7-6. And finally, in the second half, near the end of the football game, Douglas Byrd recovered a fumble, and Big Joe Del Pizzo, the hammer, took it in to make the score, the final score, 13-6. So the Eagles have recorded a victory.
Jack, summing it up real quick, great game by quarterback Joe Horn for the Eagles. Great running by Joe Del Pizzo and also Gerald Sanders, and just a super defensive ball game tonight. Too many to mention there for Coach Paroli's Eagles. And a great game by the Siaki brothers. Also a guy that did a great job also was Smith, Two-Ton Smith. Yeah. Jonathan Smith. Yeah. But a good football game and a great start for the Eagles this year.
I think so, and I know both coaches have got a lot to work on at this point in time, but this is a week earlier than many of the other teams are starting, so I think they've got to be pleased. They have some things now that they can work on. They have some good points from tonight, so you know, I think both coaches they can't be too displeased. I know they'd like to see each of their teams do a little bit better, but early on, I think that they have to be pleased.
They sure do. Next week, we're looking at Southview and the Lumberton Pirates, and Coach Stone will bring his troops into Southview under new coach Bobby Potts. Did they play tonight?
No, I don't think either team played. They had a couple of other Mid-South teams. E.E. Smith was playing at Laney in Wilmington, and Pine Forest was going to Northern Nash to play tonight.
Okay, so the final score here tonight, again, in case you happen to join us late, the Douglas Byrd Eagles win it by a score of 13-6. You're right. And naturally, this game brought to you by WFCT, Channel 62, and our fine production crew of Robert Warren. And until next Friday night from Southview High School, this is Rudy Williams, along with Jack McGinley, Hayes, and our skipper, Ernie Whitmire, saying so long from Douglas Byrd High School.
Tonight's game, Wilmington New Hanover High School at Douglas Byrd High School, has been brought to you by Spring Lake Furniture Outlet, Highway 210 North, Spring Lake, Briggs &